Steady, are you ready?
Are you ready?
What's going on?
Thinking to myself,
Well, I was thinking to myself.
prepare for an explosive display.
Oh, and we back for number 9. My favorite number.
9
King of all numbers.
9 in Spanish is what?
Nueve.
Nueve, yeah.
Yeah. One before Diez.
Right after Ocho.
Yeah.
It was good though, man. Episode 9.
So 9.
Almost to 10. We making it.
Well, yeah, man, making it happen. I feel like we've been on a little hot streak, man. Maybe I just jinxed it there, but no, I think we there.
Yeah, I think we got one, bro.
Yeah,
Low key.
I think officially on a hot streak.
Yeah.
If we do say so ourselves, I mean.
Yeah,
but, you know.
yeah, we might be biased, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, cause I don't know about you, but I go back and listen to them like a few days after we record and upload, and I be fucking with them. I be laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's because I
definitely.
be knowing what's going on. I don't know, but I'm fucking with it though. I like it.
Yeah. With that being said, we welcome all reviews, feedback, all that sort of material.
Comment, like, subscribe.
You can do that on at
T2M
underscore pod.
pod. P-O-D.
I'm on it so much that I don't even look at the that name. So.
And on YouTube, you can search Thinking to Myself Podcast.
Same with Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
And subscribe, like, and comment on there.
And on Instagram, Twitter, everything, same thing. Facebook is Thinking to Myself. Instagram, Twitter is T2M underscore pod. My personal one is who underscore savage. That's my Twitter. Who underscore savage 2 is my Instagram. Who underscore sav S-A-V is Twitter.
I'm a little less complicated than this guy. I'm on all social media at Clyde underscore scientist. I almost said at.
Well, I have so many because I always get mad at social media and delete my accounts, and then I get bored and have to make more, and then somebody steal my name.
Yep.
So I have to get another one. I was who underscore savage on everything for like years.
A long time. Yeah, I recall.
Yep.
Yeah, you go through your phases.
Yeah.
I get off everything except Twitter. I go through phases with Twitter. It's a constant.
Twitter, what I get mad at the most.
Yeah, I understand.
It's just because like it's too many thoughts. It's like you reading everybody's thoughts for real, and then I mean, of course, tweets that they stealing or whatever, but it's just like humans not meant to communicate like that.
You're probably right. I say this all the time. The internet it is the biggest curveball in human history. Shit was never supposed to be like this.
Yeah,
I don't think.
it wasn't supposed to be like this at all,
No.
bro. Like if you told somebody a long time ago that you could have a device where you can talk to somebody and do all this across the world, they'd think you was crazy.
Witchcraft.
Right.
Warlock ship.
Shit, that's a crazy. I ain't even want to talk about this early, but we already on it now.
What?
Just off regular conversation. Like the simulation type shit.
What
Like-
exactly do you mean by that?
Like, as of right now, I don't feel like we're in, it's a theory out here that we could be living in a simulation.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard that theory?
I have.
Okay. I have my thoughts on that theory. I think as of right now, we're not living in a simulation and the world is not a simulation. But we heading to that direction though. So like, like with the VR glasses and everything.
Yep.
There's like restaurants and other places where you can go into and it's like VR, like virtual reality,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't even tell like where you at for real. Or they about to have new ones where you can put them on and you pretty much
The
like
glasses?
in Paris and shit.
This is the glasses.
I think so. Yeah, the glasses. And it's just like, bro, pretty soon. And I mean, even like with the future movies, you know, they always have somewhere where it's like all these people sleep and they in like some type of virtual world.
Yeah.
I really think that's the way the world gonna turn. Like, you gonna get so used to being in like this virtual reality,
Mm-hmm.
and then I mean, Apple just dropped the new shit where you can turn your emoji is like your face. You know what I mean? Talking about?
No, what is that?
Yo, not your emoji, but your like your bit emoji or whatever. It's like you can take a picture on it and talk on live and everything, but that's your face and
Oh,
it's
like
moving like that.
your
It's
mouth,
like
your
you a
mouth
cartoon.
move as the face moves. That's
Yeah.
the Bitmoji moves. Yeah, like a cartoon. You're right. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean like, and pretty soon, if that becomes the norm, and it's like, oh, you just have like a online avatar for everything.
Yeah.
And that's like, bro, it's just crazy. Like
Second Life.
Yeah, like Second Life for real. So I feel like the world is going in that direction, but as of right now, we're not in a simulation. But it do make sense. I mean, it don't make sense, but we don't know.
Yeah, we never can know. We never
Yeah.
can know.
But it's a lot of theories on it, and I just feel like technology is just crazy. I really feel like we was just supposed to eat the plants that God put here, but then humans started traveling and invasive species took over, and everything just died off, and the earth not what it's supposed to be no more.
I totally agree with that. I guarantee
And now
this is
it's
not
just
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because bro, science is killing humanity for real. As far as like the way we communicate with each other, like face-to-face interactions, like people don't even want to deal with a human being no more. You rather just place your order online or everything for convenience. Or like if you sitting somewhere, you rather pull your phone out instead of talk to that stranger in the waiting room with you, or just like simple shit like that.
Yeah, true.
It's just like technology and like how we was just saying, like Twitter. Like, bro, you're not meant to be able to communicate with thousands of people that easy.
At one time.
Yeah. But who am I to say that's not the way the world is meant to be? It's just never been like that before.
Mhm.
So it's super weird.
And it's still super new.
Yeah.
All this shit is like in its infant stages.
Exactly.
Who knows what's gonna come of this? Like you said.
Yeah. And then like people don't even be talking about like AI type shit. Like fuck all the simulations if we gonna be in a world or whatever. Like the AI and like the artificial intelligence and shit, that's the shit we need to be scared of.
Yeah. That shit getting smarter.
Yeah, and let that shit get into the wrong hands, or if they really do fuck around and create some type of consciousness, we gonna be done for. Cause they not gonna be able to have a soul.
Exactly.
You say we got called the Avengers?
Yes. That's the only way.
Nigga, we fucked.
We
nigga. Maybe at some point it gets super bad that like, well, not. Like if it did get bad on Earth and we are in some type of simulation, or if it's some aliens really controlling something, they just open up the sky and come help. Like, alright, bro, y'all was tripping.
Okay. We actually said this. Okay. Y'all's finna die. We had to check in for real.
Like, y'all niggas started creating robots, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. We put you here with all this good shit. Y'all supposed to live better than us, and you want to destroy the world and create artificial technology.
And I say thank you.
Right, and I say thank you. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see the way the world goes.
Yeah, dog.
God willing, I'm here for it. I want to be here for it just so I can say I told you so to everybody. Like, I told y'all in 2040 this shit was gonna happen.
Now look. Stupid.
Savage, you ain't prepared either. It don't matter. I knew this shit was coming.
If I had more help, I would have been straight.
If y'all would have believed me,
we could work together. That's our problem now.
Maybe we could have a bunker or something. Now we fucked.
I was crazy.
Yeah. I'm mentally prepared though. Y'all shot this shit. I'm ready.
That's where it counted.
Right. I ain't scared. I don't know though, man. It'll be alright. Whatever way it is, humans seem to adapt.
Yeah. Shout out to whoever run the simulation.
Yeah. Whoever out there pressing the buttons for real, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Shit, hit a button to make me get some money through
Right,
this.
what's the money button?
Yeah, like if it is a simulation or if the world is a game or however we want to see it, why is it like you get to pick who good and who bad and shit? Like, damn.
What's the criteria?
You should, like, everybody should start off the same. Like the I ain't even gonna say the name, but it's this movie where everybody start off poor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter who you are, no matter if your family made it or nothing, y'all all start off poor. And you gotta make it through these challenges in order to get to the like the utopia world or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like you can be rich, all your family can make it. Like you have a prestigious family where like a lot of y'all made it over there. But it's like no matter what, you start there though.
Like the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
Damn.
And if that's gonna be the game of like who gonna be rich or not, it should start off like that, like fair. Not with like if your parents make it to be a billionaire and they have you automatically a billionaire and the money just passed down. That ain't a fair game.
It's not. That's how it is.
Yeah, if that's how it is.
You were speaking about that earlier though, like people getting opportunities and chances from their pedigree and their family, and then just like fuck it off.
Yeah, like bro, you just ungrateful. It's people out here who will kill to get that opportunity, and you out here just fucking off the interview or not going or just
right.
I don't know, privileged. That's what they are.
Yeah, that's the word for it. You can always spot out, or you can always see in large groups or in like colleges or something, like the people who like just got handed the opportunity and like they don't really give a fuck about it. They like not really trying to take advantage. They just here for the ride.
Yeah. Cause they know they good. They know once I get this degree, I'm set up.
Well, shit. If they even make it that far, I'm talking about the ones that's like they just there cause they supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? But they don't really give a fuck about succeeding with it or not. They're not taking it seriously. Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of those out there.
Mm-hmm. They know they got a safety net. They know they're gonna be good regardless. Exactly.
Yeah. Their parents ain't gonna never cut them off or nothing like they straight.
At least not after this third or fourth chance.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had some shit like that. Where like all I had to do was go to college and I know I was set up with some business or something. It was like, bro, easy. Yeah, man, but it's alright.
Yeah.
But the simulation shit though, so it's also this thing where I've been watching a lot of theories and like everything about it, like documentaries and shit. A lot of Black Mirror episodes. But I don't know, man, it could be real. And like this could just be part of the game, and once you wake up, it's just like you wake up in another dimension when you like quote unquote die in this world. And it's just like, damn, bro, you asleep for like 45 minutes. Like, damn, nigga, I lived 80 years.
That was a 45 minute.
Yeah, I just lived for 80 years.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
And what made me think it could possibly happen, and also again from a movie, you know, like they go to movies. I mean, I can't talk.
They go to movies.
Yeah, in movies where they go to like another planet or something.
Yeah, like
in that
they moved the population. Yeah,
but like let's just say even like the first rocket ship, like they go and they just like looking at the new planet, but that new planet is on like a different time scale or whatever than Earth is. So maybe like 1 minute on that planet is like 7 years on Earth. So I'm like, it could be some shit like that where it's just like niggas low key sleep or doing something, and then you wake up and you somewhere else.
You never know.
Yeah. And taking drugs and like psychedelics and shit in this world probably like wake you up a little bit in like the next world. Like DMT. like the dream drug or whatever. They say like if you take it, you see like little aliens and shit, and then they telling you like it's cool, like calm down.
Yeah.
What if that is like you take enough whatever in this world to wake you up in the next one just for like a little bit, and they like, oh no, bro, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. You tripping. Like it's cool. You can look around for a little bit, but you gonna fuck yourself up, bro. Don't panic.
You gonna go insane with this shit.
Yeah, bro. Like you ain't even supposed to be doing that shit for real, bro. Go back to doing something.
How much did you take, bro, to get here?
Yeah. Where are you, bro? Go back.
Would you take DMT?
I think about that. I don't feel like I'm in a good headspace to take it, but once I am, I would probably.
Well, okay, for the audience, can we explain what DMT is a little? For somebody out there like, what the fuck are you even speaking about?
I want to say is. I feel like I'm about to say I don't even want to say it because I'm about to sound dumb as hell.
Go ahead. I can probably really make it. I think I got a good idea.
Do DMT stand for like some tryptamine? Or am I
that
making
sounds
that
accurate. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like something tryptamine.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like ayahuasca and shit. It's like
what is ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca
I
is
haven't
like
heard that actually.
a natural form of like that grows like DMT. So like another psychedelic. And that's it's not as strong as DMT though. But with DMT, they say like you have to take a lot to shoot past the other shit. Like some people might take like one hit and they have a bad experience and they don't. You pretty much gotta like cross over.
You gotta break that threshold.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like 3 hits to cross over. And some people take like 1 or 2, and with 2 you might be able to see like the geographic shapes and everything. And with 1, it's like whatever. I don't really know. I just been watching videos of it. I guess it's like you shooting up or like some type of like strong experience, like you really like shooting in a rocket ship or something. And then like 2 is like how you start seeing the colors and shit. And 3 is like when you cross over and you actually can have like a cool experience. But a lot of people don't make it to 3 because they freak out on like 1 or 2.
We supposed to like hit it consecutively 3 times?
Yeah, I think so. It's like, like just get that 3 out the way. Don't be a hoe, and then just sit back and enjoy the experience.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then it's like you have to tell yourself, like you want this. So like don't fight it, like, cause it ain't no coming back. Like once you get it, like bro, it's no, you can't make your body get it out your system and flip back. So you really just have to
embrace it.
Yeah, embrace it. And
I heard the trips only like you were saying. I heard the trips only last like 15 minutes in real life, but you be feeling like you live days or weeks or some wild shit.
Yeah, or some crazy shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the same thing with mushrooms though. I want to try mushrooms, but I want to feel like I'm in a good headspace before I take a strong psychedelic like that.
I tried to do the mushrooms once, and I don't think I had enough.
Yeah.
It just felt like marijuana.
Yeah, you didn't have enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just more clarification on DMT. Just I guess it's supposed to be what's released when we die and when we dream. The chemical that's released, and that's like what allows you to dream and all that shit. So it's like naturally in your body. They say like this chemical already is. Just doing the DMT supposed to like release it while you're conscious, basically. I guess it's the concept. Yeah. And it's like not.
I don't think you can overdose on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not dangerous, but I don't know if that's the right word to say.
But with any psychedelic though, it can kickstart.
Yeah.
Like schizophrenia or anything. But I mean, even weed can do that though. So.
Well, it should just depend on.
It's just you, bro.
Yeah, you, the state or the kind of person you is, or state that you're in.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like with psychedelics, you need to be in a good headspace so you don't trip out. You need to be able to be in a space where you're gonna accept that whole trip no matter what happens, so you don't freak out. Like you have to let go of your ego. They say with like DMT, and I don't feel like I'm there yet. Like, if I'm seeing little aliens and shit, bro,
Yeah.
I'ma trip the fuck out. I'm not about.
You're
to
not
be
ready
cool.
for that shit.
Yeah, like I'm not ready for that, bro. Like, I can't do it. And like somebody said, I don't know, like they be like waving at you, dancing around, like some of them give you the finger and shit. I'm like, bro, I would be tripping.
If an alien gave me the finger,
bro, like some little creature and shit. And then you can't control none of it, so you really gotta just sit there. And one dude gave his like ayahuasca experience was crazy. Like ayahuasca, you be down for like for real, like an hour, like sleeping your shit. And his story was just crazy. I'm not even gonna go all the way through it, but it was just like some like Smeagol, like the nigga from Lord of the Rings, like was like leading him through, like leading him through some crazy shit and like taking the light. He said like he do a lot of them. He like take guided trips or whatever, and he said like his spaces where he like tell himself like, okay, like this light is like my way home or whatever. And he said like the little Smeagol nigga like stole the light out of his heart and gave it to it gave it to some nigga. And he had to like fight and give it back, and they was giving him fake ones he was putting it in, and it was hurting him more. And I'm like, see, I'm not ready for no shit like that. I'm like, bro, I would come out of that crazy. Or wanting to like go back and see like what it mean or whatever. So
it just haunts you.
Yeah. And like bro, seeing some little ugly shit crawling around, bro, I'm not ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't control it. And he said like it was biting him and shit. I'm like, bro, I would be tripping out the fuck out. So yeah, I'm straight on that. But I don't know, man. The world is just crazy. We don't know what's going on really.
Honestly,
we just know what's here now. We barely know that shit. The ocean.
I was finna say
10% discovered.
Bro, you took the words off. Like the ocean, the wildest shit out here, really.
Right. We know more about outer space than we know about our own ocean.
Yeah. Eventually, they're gonna get some submarines. The reason why this shit's so unexplored is because at a certain like air pressure and shit under the water, like it's gonna like crush all submarines and shit, so you can't get down lower.
Right.
But eventually, they gonna come up with some shit that's gonna make you be able to do it. But you also can't see that low. I don't think. I think it get like real fucking dark that low.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they gonna cut through that because there's like no light source. It's just like dark. That shit's scary. I know it's some wild shit down there.
Right. Bro, it's tripped me out in school when we started learning. It's whole ass mountains under the oceans.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what?
So tsunamis be happening and shit. They be exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, like volcanoes. But it's like, bro, that's so deep. The water down there is so deep.
Yeah.
That is whole ass mountains.
And
it's deeper than that, though. Like, bro, it's a whole nother world down there. It's probably aliens down there.
Yeah, who fucking knows?
Some type of crazy ass technology.
Maybe a whole world down there. It might like flip again. Like it might be dark for a while, then it get like light again or some wild shit like that.
I don't know.
We probably never know.
Right. I'm about to say Atlantis and shit probably is real for real.
I used to love the movies.
So what's a wallet on here?
So say you needed $400. You was short on your electric bill, and it was due tomorrow.
My electric bill $400?
Hypothetically.
Okay.
$150.
We can keep that.
$150. I like it weren't realistic. I don't know who out here spending $400 for electric bill.
Yeah. Well, shit, we was low key.
There was 4 of us in the big ass house though.
True.
But we used to live together, by the way. But $150 you needed for electric bill tomorrow, and you found a wallet with $200 in there.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is in there too, so you're easily able to identify who the wallet belongs to, and it's easily able to be returned. How much of the contents of the wallet are you giving back?
I'm returning it to the person who I'm returning it to the person it belongs to. I'm returning it to like the police
station. No
So,
contact with the person.
I'm giving the wallet back.
Just the wallet.
With $200, yeah, I'm taking all that. If I'm returning the wallet, shit, like $200, I might just take the money out and leave the wallet.
Just leave the wallet back down on the ground again.
Yeah, it's $200. I mean, hey, you gonna be hurt, but you ain't hurting.
Well, they need the same $200 to.
But it's cars and everything in there. I'd be hurt if I lost my wallet. So yeah, I would. But I mean, if I only take the 150, I'ma still be broke. So you might as well take the whole 200. It's four $50 bills in there. I gotta go break change and put $50 back. If it's $200 bills,
that's a good intricacy right there. If it's $200 bills, we finna go take the change back and put it back in.
Yeah, so you taking the L, you better be happy now you got your ID back. You ain't gotta go through all this shit. You probably already called and canceled your cards or whatever, but still, it's like, here, you got this shit back. You know, ain't nobody do nothing to you. You lost $200.
That's why I made it a little bit more than what you needed. I wanted to see what you was gonna do with the extra, but you fucked me up with the 200. Like, I'm gonna get my nigga change back. Like, no,
Right. Like,
yeah. But what if he needed that exact same $200 to? It don't matter.
I don't know that.
You're shaking your head in real life, so I was assuming it doesn't.
I don't know
matter.
what you need if you lost your wallet though.
Okay,
like,
you're right.
I'm making up assumptions at that point.
Yeah, you're right. You're making yourself feel bad.
Yeah. So you just gotta take the whole 200 if you're gonna return it.
No.
Be like, boom.
I would do the exact same thing. I'm not finna commit to it halfway and take the 150. Like, no. If it's like, if you got some tens there, I might leave you $10 or something. That's petty though. Like,
yeah,
okay,
I mean,
yeah, it is. Okay.
But I was about to say, like, if I found it and I ain't need no money, I'd probably take $100 and I'll leave $100.
Split it with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my reward.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. It's like, cause I ain't have to bring this bitch back.
Right. I'm doing a lot for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take $100. You can have $100. Boom. So and you got all your shit back.
Cool. So split it with you is just like the default. Like,
yeah. And he gotta be like, all right, like.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty straight. So what would you do?
Exact same thing.
You would take it.
Yeah, I'm taking the whole $200.
What if you found a bag of money, like 50,000?
That shit's always a little scary because it's like somebody's looking for that $50,000.
Yeah.
But
like you walking,
mm-hmm.
you see like a bag, like a hygiene looking bag, like a toiletries bag. You see a little bag just like on the ground with some money in it. You open it up, it's 50,000. Ain't nobody around.
Where am I at?
Like what city?
No, like am I in the mall? Am I just on the street walking?
Yeah, you go on the street walking. So you walking down like, I don't know, a side street of a busy street.
So not a
or
main
an alley
street.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah. You walking down the alley.
An alley. Ooh.
Like a little hoe ass alley though, like with houses on it.
Yeah, I got you.
Not like
a
downtown.
Yeah, not in between buildings alley, not the real ones. So like, okay, like the alley, a residential alley.
Yeah.
Damn, that means somebody around there looking for that shit. They probably live right there. Oh.
Ain't nobody around though. You see it, you don't see nobody. It's 50,000. You take it or leave it.
I might have to go back on my theory I just made about going halfway. I might have to just take out 5 bands or something and leave 45. It's just like,
that's low key the smart thing to do.
Yeah, just take out some. But don't commit to that whole thing. Just leave it where it's at.
Or would you take it? Okay, well, you just said what you would do. I was about to say, the second part of that was going to be, would you return it to the police or would you just keep it?
Oh, well, money, I'll never return to the police. Because I don't trust nobody with money. Yeah. So what the fuck? They going to take that shit and split it up. Oh, we got bonuses. Like, get the fuck out of here. No.
Right, ain't nobody holding that shit.
Yeah. Whose money? Who's trying to figure out who money this is? Like, bro, come on.
And if it's illegal, ain't nobody coming to claim it.
Right.
I mean, then at that point, you get it back. But I feel like if you get it back, they gonna put in the news who turned it in. Like, oh, this young gentleman turned in $50,000.
Oh,
ain't nobody
shit.
claim it for 3 months. months. You know, he get it back. And then once you get it back, somebody coming to get their fucking money.
But look though, that you kind of fucked up my plan just now, because what if they put it in the news that I returned 45? They know 5 bands missing, and they know that I'm the person who returned it, so they come after me.
True. But then that's the little fee though. Like, damn, I turned it. But
Man,
if it's illegal,
if
it's illegal, they don't care.
If it's
want
illegal,
that
they don't
5.
care. Now I'm dead over 5 bands.
Hell yeah, you could have been dead over 50 and had a better time.
Right.
So yeah, you might, moral of the story, take it off. But if you're gonna take it, take it off.
Take it off. Take it or leave it. Like you said at the very beginning.
Take it or leave it.
Damn.
Don't be pussyfooting around. That's what people be saying.
I want to know what's the origin of that. But yeah, people do say that.
Yeah, what is pussyfooting? Probably another phrase coined by the white man.
You know.
All right, this question is on here. Is water wet? I know there's been a question of social media.
As a matter of fact.
But we ain't gonna talk about social media shit. I don't want y'all to think that this is just something that has been trending a lot.
Yeah.
So is water wet?
You want me to play a video or no?
In this argument today. No, this is me and you.
Okay.
Let's see if we agree or disagree, and whatever we come up with, that's just what it is.
Okay.
For the people and for the world.
So is water wet? In order for something to be wet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has to at one point be dry. And water, by definition, can't be dry. Because if it's dry, it's just like
nothing.
Yeah. Like it's
a gas.
Yeah, right. It's I was thinking about it with a tile too though, but it's just changed. It just changed hosts. It's just on the tile now.
Yeah.
But yeah, either evaporates.
That towel is wet.
Yeah, that towel becomes wet with the water.
Yeah, because the towel was dry first. It got hit with water. It became wet.
Yeah, but water in itself
is not wet.
I don't believe can be wet.
Agreed. I don't know. Like water is a liquid, but I mean, I guess at that point you can say our liquid's wet. So that's really not a good explanation. But I agree. Water is not wet.
Yeah, water is not wet. Somebody tried to the reference said like compare it to fire. Like fire itself is not on fire. It can make other shit be on fire.
Right.
But like fire is just fire. It's
right.
not like on fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just an element of itself.
Right. An element is the most basic thing it can be. So
exactly.
like it's just
right.
Yeah. So is that the end of the debate?
Yep, water is not wet.
Water is not wet, ladies and gentlemen.
Play the little the growl.
I got it cute.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, water is not wet.
The debate has been ended here on Thinking to Myself podcast.
Episode 9.
Historic.
Somebody's birthday today. September 23rd, 2018. Whoever birthday it is, happy birthday. It's thousands and millions of people birthday today. But somebody that I know that I can't think of birthday is today. So happy birthday, whoever you are.
Happy birthday.
No, I'm thinking of you. I just can't think of you.
I like that.
Oh, that's hard.
I like that.
That's hard.
I like that.
I'm a poet. It ain't no way.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I wanted to tell the listeners about my recent trip to Kansas City.
Okay, yeah, that's a good story.
Okay, yeah. So the other weekend, I traveled to Kansas City for work, and this trip I was on by myself. And I had never been in that area. Real closest is probably like Tennessee. I went to Memphis, but went to Kansas City. know what I'm saying? I told Pat Mahomes and Bill Self and you know what I'm saying, Tech Nine to pull up. They ain't pull up. You know, it's cool. But
They won't fucking.
yeah, they wasn't really fucking with me, but it's all right. Had a good time. So I know a lot of people live closer to big cities because that's how the world tends to work. The United States tends to work. But you know, like the scooters they have downtown, most places, no, they have them downtown Detroit. The ones you can rent.
Yeah, like the electric scooters.
Mm-hmm. So walking downtown. By the way, it's hot as fuck down there. I've actually never experienced heat as hot as it was in Kansas City. Like it was just like 100% humidity and like 94, and it was just
That's miserable.
oh, it's fucking miserable. So I tried walking first. I parked my car I had. I tried walking first, and that lasted all of 3 or 4 minutes. I see the people on the scooters. I'm like, that might be the way to get around. So I get one, and I get on it. And first of all, the first one I had didn't work. So they thanks whatever company you got $2 out of me.
Unreliable.
Yeah,
company.
unreliable ass. Incorporated. But I get another one. Mind you, they just like scattered all over the city. Once you like get one, you can just leave it wherever. You gotta take a picture of where you left it at, and they got like a little site, a little map within the app. Map within the app that shows where they at and how far or close they are to you.
That's dope.
So I get another one, and I get on this one is working, and doesn't take me long to realize I'm gonna hurt myself on this because this shit's kind of hard to control. But you know, I get to going and I get the hang of it. You know, I think it was some signs that said don't ride on the sidewalk, but I mean I wasn't finna ride in the street and really die, so I was riding on the sidewalk. It wasn't too bad. They had some kind of Marvel Expo going on. There was a hell of little kids around. I almost ran over a bunch of little kids, but it was cool. I started off stopping with my foot like an idiot. Like I wasn't really trusting the brake like that. It would be too sudden.
Yeah.
And I was like stopping with my foot. That shit was dumb. And I got the hang of it.
Trial and error. Bro.
Yeah, trial and error. But the apex of all of this is I'm going down one street and I'm approaching the curb and I see that towards the end of the street, near the curb, the concrete is pretty fucked up. So I'm thinking of how I'm going to avoid it. But there's also like some kind of thing over to the side was limited and made my path a little bit more narrow. So long story short, I didn't have much time to adjust. So I ended up flipping over on this patch of concrete, going flying a little bit. Luckily, I put my arms out, so it's minimal damage. You know, the first thing you do when something like that happens is, you know, look around or like laugh with a friend. But of course, I'm by myself, so I looked around. There was nobody else on the street. Luckily, definitely cars going by. I know somebody had a good laugh that was riding by. But I just took a few seconds there on the ground, picked myself up, and I got back on that scooter.
Scootered
away.
How much did it cost to rent the scooter?
It was $1, I think, per like ride, and then 15 cents a minute. Yeah.
So like, how do you pay? It's just like you link your card.
Yeah, you link your card. And
what if they go dead? They have people that come around and like pick them up.
I guess so. It alerts you like when it's supposed to die, or maybe it recharges by itself. Because I don't really know. I never thought about that. Maybe it recharges after you like don't use it for a while. That would make the most sense.
It probably like shut off the app, like that one don't pop up for a while, and then once it's recharged, it automatically pop back in. Yeah. That's crazy.
It's a cool ass concept.
They need those on like college campuses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely do, especially bigger schools. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like State or U of M and shit.
Yep. Like you said, that don't cost too much or nothing. Like you can get a nice little ride for like $4.
Yeah. The technology part would be the most expensive.
Mm-hmm. You like scan the little QR code in the app when you approach one. That's how it like unlock.
I was about to ask you, how do you drive it?
Mm-hmm. They go to like 16 miles per hour, I think.
That's pretty straight.
Yeah, it is.
Getting around the city.
I used to have a motorized scooter back in the day, one of the ones that had the seat on it though, and the basket and shit. That shit was pretty cool.
I used to want one of them.
I forgot what happened to it. I feel like somebody stole it, probably.
They had the little electric ones that could get up to like 20 to 30 miles per hour.
Yeah, you talking about the small ones or the regular size ones?
The regular size ones. They had a little basket on them too, I think. Are you talking? You had like the skinny ones?
Yeah, I had the skinny ones.
Okay.
Yeah, like it really was a scooter with a motor on it. In the seat.
Yeah. I had a regular little kick zoom scooter. I used to do bunny hops and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Did you know how to skateboard?
nope.
Me neither. I was trash at that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't get skateboard.
Nah. I don't get how you balance on it.
Yeah, and in college, I didn't try the longboard, but one of my roommates had a longboard, and I tried to do it like once or twice, and it's supposed to be easier than skateboarding, but I still couldn't get the hold of that.
A lot of people had them longboards in college.
Yeah, I hated people with them longboards. Actually, they used to come by too fast.
They be weaving through.
Yeah, like bro.
No dog. Oh man, I wanted to mention. I know last episode we touched on Mac Miller and all that, and the use of opioids, and the conversation was pretty like celebrity centered. I just wanted to circle back and send words of encouragement and uplift to like those who are not celebrities and just everyday citizens and people who are going through that, which is definitely a higher number and a bigger percentage. Just realize the consequences and just seek that help. These examples keep coming out, people who have this notoriety, and it just should trickle down to people who just using them everyday use, who are just normal citizens, to just see like, hey, this can really be detrimental.
Right. And not even the people doing them just to get high, like people that get into bad car accidents, and I mean, after 3 days of taking them, you pretty much automatically hooked, and I mean, you still having pain. So after your 2-week prescription is up, like you need, well, your body telling you that you
need this, right?
Yeah, and I mean, that's how people just get hooked. Like these pharmaceutical companies, man, they the real drug dealers for real. I mean, with that being said, though, I mean, like with depression and everything that comes with addiction, like we always say, y'all can hit us up on all the social media that we already told you all about. And then, of course, the suicide hotline is 1-800-273-8255. They're available every day, 24/7, 365. And yeah, man, it's just, you don't have to, in order for I mean, you can have an addiction, but you don't have to be like what everybody's saying, like getting out, like doing it to get high, and just like you just taking Percocets and all this shit just to do it. There's people out here who really in pain, and I mean, they don't want to do it, but they feel like they need to, and then having to move to like heroin or cheaper shit because they can't afford they pills with insurance.
Right.
So, I mean, or without insurance, I should say. So yeah, man.
It's a messed up thing, dog.
It is, man. It's an endless cycle, really. And that's because in America, man, we focus on treatment instead of prevention.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's our biggest problem. People talk about like, oh, the healthcare system and everything's like, bro, the healthcare system is not going to get better unless you change everything about it. It's not about how to treat something. It's how can we make this never happen again? Like, where is it stemming from? What's the origin of this, and how can we prevent it from happening again?
So there ain't no money in prevention.
Yeah, like medicine and throwing pills at people is not the way to go. Like, you need to change your diet, do exercise, change the way you living every day, not just taking a fucking pill. That's how they make their money, though, man. Or paying millions of dollars to lobbyists and shit. Sorry to go on a rant. I just hate that shit.
No, definitely.
The healthcare system, bro, like, and my minor is in healthcare, and it's just like, bro, that shit's just not right, bro. Like, hospitals lying to patients about shit just so they won't get sued and everything. It's just like, man, that's why our health system is jacked up. But I mean, the people that talk about it on social media, they don't even know about shit in the first place. They just all opinionated.
For the most part, yeah. People love getting that shit off on social media. I know what they be talking about.
Right.
Shit, people also love like looking to that shit for like examples and like I don't know, like something to look forward to, and that shit is dangerous as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you see people out here like your age, the same age, or like your peers, like doing wild shit or like hella successful, and it make you feel like, or it can make you feel like, I don't know, like am I doing something wrong? When really, everybody's journey is different.
Right, crazy. True. Mm-hmm. Comparing yourself to the people around you, and with that is like feeling young and feeling like you're running out of time, but having to remind yourself like I'm 23 or I'm 24 or however old you are, like you have decades to accomplish stuff. Like exactly. You don't have to do it in 2-3 years. Like it takes time, and that's one thing I always have to remind myself about. Like it ain't even really that like I compare myself to other people. I just compare myself to what I said I would have by this age, and then it's just like real life happens, and you have to adjust along the way.
Exactly. They always say you want to make God laugh telling your plans.
Yeah. Right, because he'll show you like, oh no, hit this left real fast. Hit this left. Oh no, I was gonna go right. No. Hit this left. Hit this left.
Trust me, it's a left. It's a left.
Yeah, it's a left, bro. You don't want to go right now.
Yeah, bro. I feel like our generation as a whole is like pretty much a victim to that. Just and the social media age is just a conductor of that shit.
Yeah. And
just like being able to see other people doing wild shit. You spend your whole day like looking at other people's lives and shit.
Exactly.
And it make you like, I don't know, just self-reflect, I guess, and just make you think you behind or you need to catch up, and it's not even that way. Like right. You got your whole life ahead of you.
Yep. And this the first time that's like happening. Mm-hmm. We the first generation that's happening to, because like back then it was like after you graduate high school, people just went their separate ways. Like you ain't see people
right.
on the song. Like,
exactly.
I mean, if y'all all stayed in the same city, you did, but you really didn't know what people was doing. You couldn't hop on Facebook and keep up with somebody's life. Like you
right.
only saw it and caught up with each other when y'all seen each other in person. Or if you kept in touch over the years, like on through the phone, but
you're not doing that shit with everybody.
You're not doing it with everybody. So really, like the 10-year reunion is where
right.
you came to see like, who been on they shit, who haven't. That's what it's been, and now it's just like you seeing every step of somebody's life,
right.
even if you're not talking to them every day through social media. You seeing every step, so it's just like, damn, they doing this,
damn, they doing that.
Yeah. Like they overseas and shit. Like, damn, I ain't doing jack. Yep. It's just like, bro, you need to just walk your own path.
You're right, man. It really is like the first time it's been able to happen like that. Like, again, like we said, all this shit is just in its infant stage. It's super new.
Yeah. And at the same time, people have to learn, like you said, to you gotta live your life for you.
Yeah. Oh my God, man.
And that's something I've been having to like tell myself always, because like being a first generation college student, low key hard, because you have all this pressure on you, but you still want to do what you want to do. Right. But it's like, I have to be successful though. But it's like, okay, you still need to take this time and enjoy life and go do this and that and get like your whatever you want out of life. Like
Right.
you can't live your life in order to be successful for your family. It's like that's good, but you have to do you too at the same time.
Yeah, dog.
Or just like shit. If you don't want to go to college, or if you do want to go to college, it's just like if you don't want to go to college and you want to go get a trade and do something, it's like you have to do that no matter who you gonna disappoint or whatever. It's
Exactly.
Like, if you feel like music is your way to go,
Then let that be your way to go.
let that be your way to go, and you do the best you can in that.
It's cool to try it out. Maybe that's not it, but
Yeah.
you never know until you go actually do it.
But one thing I feel like people, and even myself too, though. Well, I feel like I'm the opposite actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes shit don't work, and you become insane doing the same thing over and over, and like you're not getting different results, but
Right.
you just keep thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna do that. It's like, okay, sometimes you do have to. I don't want to say give up your dream, or like you have to change the path or adjust it a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, okay, maybe this specific thing is not for you,
Right.
but something on this other branch connected to that might be the perfect thing for you, and you can just do this, and that can be like your hobby, but this could be like your breadwinner.
Right.
And it's like still in the same area.
Or even seeing your dream like broader. Like I always think about like people that wanted to like, of course, like do music or play sports, but then you get older and you see, oh, maybe I can't play sports professionally, but I can be an agent. I can be on the legal side of this. I can work in sports marketing. I can work with the venues. I can work at the like in the offices. Like there's all kind of different avenues you can go with that. I can go high school level. I can go college level. I can be a trainer. You can still be involved with
Exactly.
hella much. Or like with a singer, like I can be a producer. I can be an engineer. Like I can work for a blog site that does music. I can be a scout. I can be an A&R. Like it's so much that you can do.
Right.
And people, you see like the narrow, because that's what's highlighted. You just see like the narrow path of it, but it's different ways to do stuff.
Yeah, like what's the saying? Those who can't do teach, and
Right.
it's like that's not always bad. Like if you're not the best basketball player, you might be the best coach. Though.
Exactly.
Like you might know everything
Exactly.
about basketball. You just don't have the physical ability or the athleticism to do it.
Right.
But you can teach niggas how to do it all day.
Yeah, exactly. The best players ain't never made the best coaches.
Yeah.
They never will.
So it's just shit like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting and reflecting, learning what's your way to go.
It's everybody way it different. Everybody way it different.
Oh, bro, this nigga Trump so crazy.
Bro,
You saw this shit about the he removing Braille away from his the Trump Towers because
Bro,
no blind
what?
people was gonna live in the Trump Towers.
He declared this?
Yes,
He did a blind ban?
Okay, let me get a disclaimer. I saw this on social media. I did not Google it or look into this.
I think they know that by now.
Okay. Word on the street is
Yeah.
Trump is removing Braille from the Trump Tower because he said no blind people will be living in the Trump Tower. Like, bro, this guy is a fool.
A fucking nutcase.
Like, you removing it though. It ain't like you building something and it just won't be there. You taking the effort to go
take it out.
to change it. Yeah, it's like, bro, what? Like, is it really that deep? You making it harder for people to come visit. Like, you really. It's just like, bro, I already know I never been in the Trump Tower, but I'm pretty sure if you got on the elevator, it would tell you in Braille like what floor you on.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Yeah, so you going in there spending money to take all of those down and to replace them with ones that don't have that. Or for the bathroom signs, you replacing everything with Braille on it because no blind people is living in Trump Tower.
That shit is institutional discrimination. That shit
Yeah, like, bro. He just don't even try to make it easy on himself.
Yeah. Or he don't try to make it like not obvious that he discriminating or prejudiced. Like he's just like, hey bro, look,
Right.
I don't really fuck with them people.
Like, man, I used to fuck with Trump too before all the presidential shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I just thought he was like a business dude, like kind of an asshole.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
cool. But it's just like, bro, you shouldn't be president at all.
Yeah.
Like, you letting too much come out about yourself at this point.
And a lot of it be old though. Like I used to feel like I wasn't the big Donald Trump dude. But like he was like a cool person within like the culture and everything. Like it's like Donald Trump was referred to like he like the real estate dude. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he been having like these kind of like sexual assault and all these kind of shit like the Braille shit kind of allegations since like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't publicized. But of course, now you're the president, it's all gonna come back. But I mean, it doesn't seem to matter at this point.
Right. I don't get how he became famous though. Like, was he like with some type of famous model or something that like put him on to the scene?
I don't know.
Like, even from like the 80s and shit, it's like, if you was just like a business dude doing like developments and everything, like how did you get in the public eye?
I'm not sure, but I know like he used to like try to like damn near force his way into circles and shit, like because he had money. He'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna pay to hang out with fucking Jack Nicholas and Dolly Parton today or something. You know what I'm saying? Like or I want Prince to come sing in my 20th work anniversary or something. Like he was just doing like big
like
shit,
extravagant shit,
exactly,
throwing his name on towers,
exactly, making his name out there,
gold airplanes and shit.
He'd be like he put himself in circles and shit, like he'd be wanting to hang out with people and then just create. You see him enough and just create.
And lame with money.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Trump.
Right.
If we've never stated before.
Fuck him. I heard Detroit got lead in their water. I don't know how true that is.
No,
today
I've
just rumor day. Rumor
mill.
Today the rumor day. Yeah, I heard they got lead in their shit. So for everybody who's talking about Flint and you from Detroit, enjoy your lead too, my nigga. And for everybody who got lead in their pipes and you just don't know it yet, y'all gonna get slapped in the face too. Cause it ain't like everybody just got like new pipes and Flint was just like the one that was left out.
Right.
It was just like, bro, we just was the first ones to come out with the quote unquote crisis.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty soon it's gonna be an epidemic. What's the difference between an epidemic and a pandemic? Epidemic is bigger, right?
I think pandemic is bigger. I thought pans stretch like multiple reasons or so. Which one you got?
Oh yeah, I think an epidemic is just like a small occurrence.
Yeah.
For like a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And a pandemic is like more wide.
Prevalent over a whole country or the world. Pandemic.
What's epidemic?
Epidemic is a widespread occurrence, like you said, of an infectious disease at a community at a particular time. Literally exactly what you said.
Yeah. I learned that in college. One thing I did learn, what I learned that in, low-key think it was nutrition.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I took that class as well. Do you think like we should be required, well not we, 'cause we out of college, but colleges and like that structure should require people to take like the kind of like the university classes that just make you like a well-rounded person but nothing to do with your major in particular? Like, do you think that's a waste of money or you think it's like valuable? Well, I don't want to just give you two options. Like, what do you think about it in general?
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I thought about that in school too, cause it's just like, bro, why I gotta take this dumb class? I feel like you should be able to pick. Like, it shouldn't be a requirement of like you have to take one from each of these sections, how it is, or at least how it was at Central. It should just be, you should be able to pick. Like, these are the classes we offer. You have to take 15 credits of these classes, like no matter which classes.
Yeah.
And I think that would be better instead of, because I mean, you could take, at that point, you really picking what you interested in instead of being forced to pick what's interested in this category.
Yeah, agreed.
And I feel like that would be more like, because then people would go and actually take classes that they seem would be fun and would learn more because you'd be interested in the classes.
Is it some knowledge that you just need to have though? Like, was there any of them classes you took that you felt like, okay, like I see why?
Nah, honestly, none of them. One that like nothing that I needed to have, because if you needed to have it, they would require like that class for everybody.
Right. True.
I have classes that were beneficial and I'm happy I took them, and they probably did change my perspective and like outlook on life. But did I need them? Probably not.
See, I kind of think that, okay, I'm an advocate of like, and you are too, really, like of college being not only like an educational transformation, but like a social transformation too.
Right.
And like you said, getting new perspective and like opening your eyes and shit. Mm-hmm. So I think some of those classes should be required by everybody, just so we know that everybody's being fed the same thing, and you can't say like you didn't know, because some shit like
Agreed.
People need to like know.
Agree.
Or need to experience.
And I was gonna, I agree with you 100%. I was gonna say that too. That I do think some classes that I took should be required for everybody. Like it should be like a first year experience almost. Like everybody needs to take this class, and that's for sure be like the oppression and roots impact class that we had in America. And for the people that don't know, obviously the class was based off of like the transition from like after the war, how minorities were pretty much, it was kind of like a lot of like the Jim Crow area, like about like redlining. So like they would go in and tell white people like, oh, black people moving into the neighborhood, like you don't want to live with black people, like, and then give them money to move out. And that's how they started like doing like the zoning laws for like for the suburbs and everything like that.
Gerrymandering.
Yeah. So, and then like just the different laws of when people came back from the war, like in order to get a mortgage to buy a house and everything. So I feel like that's the stuff that that's a requirement class. And like the different, like how we learn about like the education. So like in different schools, like how our school was poor compared to some of the other people in our class that had like fencing and hella other extracurricular activities. And it's like, bro, we barely got a golf or a tennis team.
Yeah, or heat.
Yeah, or any. And it's just like, that type of stuff was crazy. And I feel like it should be a requirement for everybody. Because that make you more well-rounded and kills the term that we learned, the luxury of obliviousness.
Yeah, that concept might have been the biggest thing I took away from that class.
Me too.
The luxury of obliviousness, because it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
If you wasn't never exposed to it and you never like had to think about something that way, then you don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. You can't blame nobody for that. It's just like, that's just not in your world.
Yeah.
In your realm of thinking. And like I gave the example in that class actually where one of the girls that I met in college, her dad was like the vice president of like some business, and she never knew like they had money for real like that because the people around her houses and stuff was bigger than hers.
Right.
And she knew like they had like a nice house, I guess, but she didn't know like her dad was like this big business dude.
Exactly.
And she was like, that's because that was just like her dad, and everybody around her lived like the same.
Her
some people have more than her.
Exactly.
So it's like you start comparing yourself to people like that. So you're not even thinking about the true poor people because you're not even seeing them on a day-to-day basis. And if you're not watching those TV shows and shit where, like, you know people poor.
Right. You know poor is a thing. Yeah. But yeah, you can't really internalize it.
Right.
Yeah. Her experience is relative to her environment.
Exactly.
That shit is crazy.
That's like even more on like people that work on like Wall Street and shit. And I think I touched on this the last episode. It was just like one dude make $80 million a year, or he worth $80 million, but his boss worth $2 billion. So it's just like,
was saying this,
bro, he hasn't made it. Like they was thinking like they was asking him like, how much money is too much money, and he was saying like, okay, do I need all of this? No. He was like, but they in the game of making money now, so it's just like, I'm worth $80 million. Yeah, cool. But I still work 14-hour days, and my boss is worth $2 billion. Like, he can buy shit that I would never be able to afford right now. But you can buy shit that, like, me and you can never be able to afford. Yeah. So it's just like, bro, it's just different tiers.
Well, not never. We'll be rich as fuck. But
yeah.
Right now, I can't afford
currently. But yeah, man, I don't know.
Luxury of Obliviousness. If you didn't take anything else from this episode.
Yeah, Google it. That prison class, low key, would be a good class for everybody to take.
That's a lot of partnerships done.
It'd be a lot of
30,000 students trying to take prison classes where you go in with the inmates.
Yeah.
There's gonna be babies coming out of there.
Yeah,
somebody be smuggling shit in from the outside. Yeah. It'd get corrupt real fast.
That's true. Real fast.
Not saying I got a problem with corruption, but just say what would happen.
Yeah, that would be too much.
Yeah.
I feel like more people should take it though. Besides the criminal justice majors.
Yeah.
They should offer it to other people. I took it off some crazy shit, off like a referral, because they thought it would be a good class for me to take.
My family studies class I always thought was pretty cool.
Family studies?
Yeah.
What did y'all learn in there?
Just a lot about like the family cycle and like different stages of people. Like that's where I got introduced to like Maslow theory.
Okay.
Yeah. And how your family tie into like your needs and like why in different stages of life this need becomes higher than the other one, and like like I always
Maslow hierarchy of needs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Do we want to plug Maslow?
I mean, he dead, ain't he?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can plug.
Shout out Maslow people now. But yeah, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's like a pyramid. So at the very bottom, your most basic human need is your physiological ones, which is like food, water, warmth, rest and shit. Then the next level up from that is your needs for safety, which is like security and like the feeling of just being safe. Yeah, like shelter and shit. Then the next level was like your belongingness and love needs. And that's just like having relationships with people, whether it be like an intimate relationship, a friendship, or just like acquaintances relationship. Just a need to interact and feel like you belong and compassion and all that good shit. The next one is like this is the one down from the bottom. The second highest one is the esteem needs, which is like accomplishments, like feeling like you have made something of yourself. And then the highest level of Maslow's hierarchy, which most people don't ever achieve, is the self-actualization. I always knew that was the top one, and that's just like achieving your full potential, like feeling like you content with yourself. You like, you know what I'm saying, like you don't got too many regrets. Like you feel like you did what you're supposed to do, and you're satisfied with how things have turned out. Yeah, Maslow. If you want to throw us some money, Maslow, you can DM us at T2M_pod.
Right. Whoever running that foundation or something, get at us.
His great granddaughter name or something.
Yeah.
This might be a little cutie or something. I mean, I'm at Clyde_scientist.
Right. I'm at who_Sab, and so I need love is one of the needs.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to let's get our needs together, girl.
Sex as well, but I mean,
right.
That's whatever. That's the third one, actually.
Yeah.
So right after safety, you gotta have you need a wife.
Right.
Relationships.
What's up, Miss Maslow?
I'm I'm single. Miss Maslow, right? You can even keep it hyphen savage on it.
Miss Maslow Savage. That's a nice name.
Right.
Your daughter don't have a crazy name. She just got you a daughter.
Yeah. Knock on wood. I'm low key getting to a point. Oh, bro, this is how I know I'm getting old.
What?
I'm getting to a point where I always said this, but it's like I don't even care. Like I do care. Like of course I want a boy, but if I had a girl,
of course I want a boy.
Long as I have a healthy child, I'm low key straight now.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm getting old.
I feel the exact same way, bro. Like, if it's been happening that way, sure.
Yeah. She gonna be cold though. Not as far as like mentality wise.
Yeah.
From day one.
Yeah.
We own it.
She ain't your regular running the mill.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be your regular running the mill.
Naive.
You ain't gonna be able to just spit regular game to this.
Nah, pull one over on her. Nah, buddy.
None of that.
She got taught.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wasn't taught, you want some free game. I won't get my socials again, but
if Pop wasn't there for you to teach you the game, get at me.
Cause daddy issues are a real thing, man. I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying they exist.
Yeah, true.
As I throw my hands up.
They exist. That's all you gotta say. No matter, they ain't gotta be good or bad. You might have them.
And maybe you don't know you have them.
And there's dudes out there with daddy issues as well, though. Girls and dudes just deal with problems differently.
That's a general statement. I think that's true.
Mm-hmm. I think scientifically they found that dudes with daddy issues tend to lash out behavior-wise, doing like violent acts and fights and getting into trouble, stealing, shit like that. Girls tend to have sex and try to fill that void with some type of love. I ain't make that up. I learned that somewhere. And once again, I would not Google to confirm it. Y'all just gotta take my word for it.
Do your Googles, you find it.
This all researchable information. You can Google it. You can Google it. That's what I'm gonna start telling people, bro. No matter how crazy I say something, most likely you can Google it. So, it's all researchable information.
The only excuse is you ain't got Wi-Fi.
Right.
I know it's a McDonald's by you.
It's a library for sure.
Or a Starbucks.
Right, it's for sure. Yeah, if you somewhere it ain't a McDonald's or a Starbucks.
I don't think you listen to this podcast.
Yeah, you for sure not listening to this podcast.
If you are, thanks.
Walmart got Wi-Fi?
No, they don't.
They trash as fuck. Walmart get Wi-Fi.
Y'all
want to compete with Amazon?
Right.
Trash asses. Even though I love y'all store.
Living by Walmart is a luxury. Or a store like that.
Yeah. And they throwing them everywhere. You got that much money, you can just start building big ass fucking supermarkets across the world or across the United States.
They should start making like mini ones for like smaller communities where it's not as profitable. Like make a condensed version of a Walmart.
That would be cool.
You could do like a lot with half that space.
I feel like they play somewhere like, even though it's in the middle of nowhere, it might be in the middle of nowhere, but it's like a 30-mile radius for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to drive to that Walmart.
It's in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So that's probably better than having like small ones everywhere. That probably won't last.
I can see that.
However way they do it.
Anything else, man, before we get out of here?
I feel like I did have one more thing, but I can't even remember what it was. It wasn't a topic. It was just something that we had touched on. Can't remember. Can't remember. So
There's always episode 10.
Yep.
Which we're trying to make special for y'all.
Yeah. We're gonna work something out.
Yeah.
We got a crazy episode coming though. We don't know. I don't want to touch on it too much, but it's gonna be probably one of the best.
Forthcoming.
Yeah.
What was top 5 this week? He's
gonna
ask me.
Actually, yeah, I'm about to say, what's the top 5 for this week?
Top 5 for this week. Shout out to Bob Stoops. Shout out Bob Stoops. Top 5 this week was No Name, Montego Bay. She just came back out with her new project.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem, The Ringer. It's the intro to his new album. My good friend, for a lot of years, grew up with Kalia. Her first song ever. She's 1 for 1, in my opinion. It's called IBSW, Itsy Bitsy Spiderweb. And next was Lil Baby and Gunna, Drip Too Hard. And the B.O.B. for this week was Jay Electronica, right? And Jay-Z, Shiny Suit Theory. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
And they're waiting anxiously for them to appear at their window on the 12th floor here at the Southern Cross. The ambulances over there are still doing a steady trade with steering the girl. Here they are again.
I'm sailing on the cloud, they trailing below. My shrink told me it's a feeling they'll never know. I pack up all my sins and I wear them to the shore and let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. Sailing on the cloud, they trailing below. My shrink told me it's a feeling they'll never know. I pack up all my sins and every yell that I blow and let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. In the land before time, a land before altar boys, synagogues and shrines, man was in his prime. Look how far I go in time just to start a rhyme. The method is sublime, you get blessed with every line. I'm in touch with every shrine, from Japan to Oaxaca. The melanated, carbon dated, phantom of the chakras. Me and Puff, we was chillin' in Miami. He said, nigga, fuck the underground. You need to win a Grammy for your mama and your family. They need to see you shined up. You built a mighty high ladder. Let me see you climb up. Nigga, what you scared of? Terrorize these artificial rap niggas and spread love. Pollinate the earbuds like you supposed to. Spit it for the culture. Pay no attention to the critics and the vultures. They rather have a shot of Belvy just to spite you. They cast the judgments cause they feel they got the right to. Fuck them, I let the dice roll like the father did. I gotta shine, it's in my blood, I'm a Harlem kid. I treat my babies right, treat my ladies ladylike. Hit them with a remix to make sure that they play me twice. I thought you said it's the return of the black kings. Luxurious homes, fur coats and fat chains. Sailing on the cloud, they trailing below. My shrink told me it's a feeling they'll never know. I pack up all my sins and I wear them to the shore and let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. Sailing on the cloud, they trailing below. My shrink told me it's a feeling they'll never know. I pack up all my sins and every yell that I blow and let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go.
In this manila envelope, the results of my insanity. Cracks that across the line between real life and fantasy. Can it be the same one on covers with Warren Buffett? Was stuck in the undercovers, was warring with motherfuckers. Went from war into war, undercovers to covers. If you believe in that sort of love, your screws need adjusting enough. Well, I know justice and black ladies on the back of buses. I'm the immaculate conception of rappers / hustlers. My God, it's so hard to conceive, but it all falls perfect. I'm like autumn is the trees. The doc interrupted. He scribbled a prescription for some Prozac. He said, take that for your mustard, boy. You must be off your rocker if you think you'll make it off the strip before they pop you. Nigga, you gotta be psychotic or mixing something potent with your vodka. It takes a lot to shock us, but you being so prosperous is preposterous. How could this snappy-headed boy from out the projects be the apple of America's obsession? You totally disconnected with reality. Don't believe in dreams. Since when did black men become kings?
You have no idea, yeah, the meaning to what I say. And you have no idea how I got this way. And by the time you wake, I'll look down from the clouds, see I'm on my way.
I'm sailing on the cloud, they trailing below. My shrink told me it's a feeling they'll never know. I pack up all my sins and I wear them to the shore and let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. I'm sailing on the cloud, they trailing below. My shrink told me it's a feeling they'll never know. I pack up all my sins and every yell that I blow and let them go, let them go, let them go, let them